What happens when you throw some auto-tune onto your guitar signal to create an epic auto-tuned guitar solo? You can auto-tune anything that has an input signal these days because you can manually correct each pitch to whatever you want, and I've seen this done before. But what I haven't necessarily seen done, other than one other guitar player, is using an auto-tune plugin or filtration device to actually manipulate the signal in real time. If you haven't heard of this sort of approach for auto-tune, and maybe your only connotation with auto-tune is just screw auto-tune, then I'm going to give you a reason to unscrew auto-tune for just a moment, and then we can put it back into the screw this box. I'm going to find some creative ways to try and play guitar using this sort of sound. Now let's get to the auto-tune. So here's the bass tone that we're going to be working with. This is without auto-tune. Now the auto-tune I'm going to be using is Antares Auto-Tune from Universal Audio Devices. I would say it's the industry standard for auto-tuning. And the interesting thing is, look at all these scales. I don't know a lot of these scales. What is Volati scale? What is Work 3 mean tone? Plugin seems to be extremely powerful, so I think it's going to work for what we're trying to do. What is the Slendro scale? Slendro is a pentatonic scale. Order of the two most common Laras Indonesian gamelan music. According to this, it is C, D, F, G, A sharp. I'm just going to play a C pentatonic scale and see if it corrects. Okay. Interesting sound there. I don't think I'm going to be using that scale. Let's go to something a little bit more traditional. How about the minor scale? E, to be exact. Every guitar player's favorite key. We all know what the E minor scale sounds like. Here's without the auto-tune. Now, with the auto-tune, it should sound pretty similar as long as I don't bend. All right, so as long as I am playing the proper notes of the scale and I'm not bending, you pretty much can't tell that I have the auto-tune on. But as you heard there, when I do bend, it creates a pretty sweet sounding effect, which is kind of why I wanted to do this experiment. I had a feeling the only other guitar player I've ever heard try something like this is Joe Satriani in a song called Wind in the Trees. Just so you can see the power of this plugin, I'm going to play a lot of wrong notes or outside notes from the E natural minor scale, and it should correct automatically into the tonality. So let's see what happens there. That sounds cool. It's like I'm sliding up to unison notes, but obviously I was just playing chromatic notes. Now that we've confirmed that this is a cool sound, at least in my opinion, we need to throw on a heavy metal backing track and shred mindlessly. All right, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment about using Auto-Tune in a way that it should be used, as a creative musical tool and not a self-correction device.
For watching.